Hi winners, this is chapter 11 of Towers Falling. When we left off before, Deja and her class had just been dismissed for history class. And this next chapter has a lot to it, so let's get started. Recent past, far past. It's not fair, I holler. At Ben's, we're gonna do schoolwork. I can't babysit Ray and Lita too. You want your father to get better, don't you? He's always ruining my life. Deja. Ma looks fierce. Apologize. I'm sorry. It's okay, says Pop, sitting on the bed wheezing. I'm sorry I'm sick, baby. I want to say, I'm not a baby. I haven't been a baby for a long time. Ray stands on the bed behind him, his little hands massaging Pop's head. Ray's always helpful. Lita's hugging Ma's leg. How come Pop never gets well, I want to scream. Other than aspirin, he doesn't take anything. When we can afford it, he uses an inhaler, yet he's still sick, headachy, sad. Why doesn't he go to the hospital if he's getting worse? I never talk with Ma about Pop. There's no time, no privacy. Plus, Ma really doesn't want to talk. It makes me mad, and she changes the subject, like I'm too dumb to figure out what that means. I'm tired of being responsible. It's enough to take Ray and Lita to daycare, watch after them, and put them to bed. When Lita gets startled, she wets herself, and I have to clean her up. There's a group of boys, 7th graders, who tease Ray, calling him Shrimp. Sometimes one of them grabs Ray's arm and swings him like a tetherball. Ray's too terrified to scream. I've got to rescue him. Punch the big kid on his shoulder, yelling, "Let Ray go, you better not drop him." It's scary for me too. There's only one of me and 4 of them. We'll be good, says Ray, leaping off the bed. Lita's pacifier wiggles in her mouth and she clutches my leg, saying, "Go, go, I want to go." Ma's eyes are pleading again. She's tired. But if I can ride the subway by myself, Pop can too. Anxious is the only word Ma ever says about Pop. He's anxious on the subway, anxious about closed spaces. Well, I'm anxious about living in Avalon. Ray tucks his shirt into his baggy pants. I have on my blue jeans and a t-shirt that says I'm Irish. Mom got it at a Goodwill. I want to look nice. Lita's in a too tight red jumper with padded feet. The 3 of us are a mess. I grumble. Ray, you get the stroller. I'll carry Lita. Ma rushes towards me and hugs me tight. Thank you, Deja. I don't want to be responsible, but I feel good when Ma thanks me. I shut the door. Ma will ride the subway, take Pop to the clinic. I hope they give him medicine. The yuckier the better. Deja has a little issue, doesn't she? Folks are yelling in the halls, fighting about money or just grumbling to grumble. It's hard to be nice when you're crowded in small rooms. A man snoring is sleeping on the floor. A girl not much older than Lita is slurping juice from a baby cup. Where's her parents? Avalon is not pleasant. It stinks like sour food. Ray bang-bangs the stroller down the metal stairs. I carry Lita. If she falls, it's always bad. We make it down the steps. I slide Lita off my hip and I stoop. We're going to Ben's. Schoolwork. It's important. No matter what, be good. Don't bother anyone and mind your manners. Lita plunks her little tushy into that stroller. Ray says, I'll push. Whatever. I knock. Ben swings open the door like he's been standing behind it waiting for me. His eyes widen at Ray and Lita. I know. It's terrible. No, it's cool. Come on in. Ray rolls the stroller inside and Lita pushes herself out and down to the floor. Carpet? I say, embarrassed. She likes the carpet. We don't have any, adds Ray, cartwheeling and rubbing the beige tufts, embarrassing me more. Enough, Ben, a lady shouts. I see her pacing in the kitchen. I've had enough, enough. Bam, she slams the phone. Ben looks embarrassed. Benjamin the second, your dad? I remember how proud Ben was to be Benjamin the third. Yeah, my parents are divorcing. Is that why you came to Brooklyn? Before Ben can answer, his mom glides into the room cooing, your friends are here, so glad your friends are here. She has short blonde hair, blue eyes, and a stressed out smile. So her stressed out smile, if Deja was using one of our Caesar words, it would be countenance. Her lips are stretched too wide. Ma does the same thing when she's pretending nothing's wrong. I'm Deja, Ben's friend. This is my brother and sister Ray and Lita. She claps her hands like I've given her a gift. I'm Dora, short for Dorothea. There's another knock and Ben opens the door. Sabine, I shout, excited. Sabine's scarf is purple, her pants red. The woman, her mother, behind her is covered head to toe in black cotton. Only brown eyes show, eyes exactly like Sabine's. Hello, I'm Dora. Sabine looks at her mother, then speaks. Hello, Mrs. Rubin. My mother wants to thank you. Sabine's mother speaks quick and sharp. She's not angry, she's bowing slightly. I can't see her mouth, but I can tell from her eyes she's smiling. Sabine translates. My mother will pick me up in 2 hours. Then she waves goodbye and steps inside the apartment. The door shuts and all of us, except for Ray and Lita, who are crawling all over the couch, stare at each other. A full house, says Dora. How nice. Suspicious, I look at her and I think, she means it. Sabine, call me Dora. My mother wouldn't like me to. Sabine frowns, then pipes, how about Mrs. Dora? Mrs. Dora it is, she says, her smile more relaxed. Well, get studying, Ben, kids. I'll take care of these two. Dora holds out her hands and Lita climbs right into them like she's climbed into her arms 1,000 times. Dora shifts Lita onto her hip. Ray clasps her other hand. Let's make snacks. Before I can holler, be good, Ray and Lita are gone, disappearing into the kitchen. Me and Sabine follow Ben. My room, he says, opening a white door. Cool, I deadpan. But Ben's room is amazing. A bed just for him, a fluffy pillow, a desk with a computer sleek and silver, a bookcase overflowing with books. There's even a window with a view of sky and treetops. The walls are covered with charcoal drawings. They're Ben's, I can tell. All brushed darkness, some shadows and light. There are dozens of drawings of his old home, a single-story house surrounded by grass. To the right, there's a barn and a fenced pasture with horses. Ben drew the ranch from different angles, front, back, up high, down low. The sky is clear and sometimes not. Mountains are in the distance, great peaks cut through clouds. I can't believe there's so much space. I touch the edge of one drawing, a close-up of a horse with long eyelashes and clear, yearning brown eyes. His expression, we could use countenance again, seems to say, stay, ride me. And look at how beautiful that picture is. One of Ben's sketches. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? Sabine tilts her head. I can tell she wants to ask about the horse, and I shake my head. I wouldn't want to leave a horse. I'd be happy if one day I got a dog or a hamster. Have a seat, says Ben. I scan the walls again. There's not a single drawing of Ben's dad. We adjust our chairs in front of the computer. As usual, Sabine sits in the middle. Ben isn't poor, but I still feel sorry for him. I'm not used to feeling sad for folks who have stuff. Sabine's smiling and happy as usual. Why's your mom dressed in black? It's Aniqua, for modesty. Modesty, what's that mean? I look at my jeans and my tee. Are you gonna wear one? Maybe. Well, if you did wear one, we'd know you anywhere, wouldn't we, Ben? Ben clicks on the computer. Sure would. Sabine glides happy and nice. She does everything right. She even sits proper. I do not. Sabine uncrosses her feet, unfolds her hands, and Ben and I laugh. He taps, opening a page, and types, brainstorming, Ben, Deja, and Sabine. I like how our names are alphabetical. Ben's like that, always fair. His name isn't first because he's a boy. What's the difference between the past and the recent past? Dumb question, I say. Past is past. Mr. Schmidt won't like that answer, says Sabine. Mr. Schmidt is about 100 years old. He wears bow ties. Sabine, do you always get A's on homework? Yes, I pay close attention. Mr. Schmidt said, exactly. What are the differences between America's far past and its recent past? Ben deletes and retypes. What are the differences between America's far past and its recent past? Who cares? The past is the past. Mr. Schmidt doesn't know about life, about what's important here, now. I'm trying to make my future. Sabine shifts, turning towards me. What are you going to do in the future? Sometimes Sabine drives me crazy. She's looking at me all trusting and sweet like Lita does when she first wakes. If she'd asked me earlier, I would have said, buy a house. Since kindergarten, I've wanted to live in the biggest, best house in the whole world, but the house doesn't matter. What matters is not feeling bad, less than somebody else. How can I say, in the future, I don't want my family to feel bad. I don't want to feel bad. I squirm on the chair and I bite my bottom lip. Ben rescues me. Soon as I can drive, I'm going back to Arizona. I don't like it here. Sabine sighs. I like you here. Me too, Ben, I grin. If you leave, can I have your room? It's not about the room, Deja. I know, Sabine. I'm not stupid. Sabine murmurs. What? What did you say? I say loudly, thinking here comes the disrespect. Sitting tall, hands clutched together, Sabine speaks. Özür dilerim. Sorry in Turkish. America welcomed my family. I welcome you. Wait, is that why you like us, the new kids? You're not new anymore, says Sabine, intent, fussing like a kitten. It's been 3 whole weeks. I like you because you're Deja. Ben, I welcomed you because it's what Americans do. Not always, said Ben, scowling. Some Arizonans don't welcome Mexicans. They forget. Forget what? Sabine jumps up, grabbing Ben's water bottle, raising it high. Her face is all serious, her cheeks sucked in. What are you doing? Sabine stomps her foot. Ben and me don't get it. She poses again, her chin tilted up, her hand holding up this silly water bottle. Clue! It's a clue, hollers Ben. I'm thrilled. We're playing charades. Give me your tired, you're poor. Statue of Liberty, I blurt. Ben grins. Aha! History taught you something, Deja. Yeah, well, my family's tired and poor, I say, hands on my hips. How can I forget that? Ben laughs. Sabine tries to squash her giggles. I frown, then burst out laughing. Sassy Deja. I snapped my fingers. You know it, Sabine. All 3 of us relax. No matter how sassy I am, Ben and Sabine don't mind. I don't feel less than when I'm with them. We're different but friends, I say. 3 Musketeers, says Ben. American Circle, says Sabine. Different but still American. Like the school map. Americans immigrate. They come from everywhere. All I know is Brooklyn. Wish I could go everywhere, I say wistfully, looking at Ben's drawings. Arizona, Jamaica. Mom says we're having our New York adventure. I'd rather be in Arizona, says Ben sadly, rubbing his eyeglasses clean on his t-shirt. Divorce, I whisper to Sabine, but Ben still hears. Brainstorming, says Ben, pushing his glasses onto his nose. We gotta generate ideas. All 3 of us stare at the screen. A little black line blinks and waits. I shrug. Okay, There's differences between far past and recent past. That's what Mr. Schmidt wants us to say, so let's say it. He's the teacher, he's grading us. And Ben deletes the title and retypes differences, America's far past and recent past. Specifics, asked Ben. Oh, I know, maybe make a timeline like the Revolutionary War, the Civil War, the Louisiana Purchase, and westward expansion. The Civil Rights Movement, Brown versus Board of Education. Ben's brows arch. Playful, I slap his hand. I know stuff. Brooklyn Collective has good teachers. That's right, says Sabine. Her fingers trace the letters on the screen, but I think it's a trick question. Miss Garcia always says, think. Mr. Schmidt always says, challenge ideas, assumptions, and we groan. Why can't we have true or false questions? I ask, or multiple choice. I like multiple choice, says Ben, his index finger tapping the desk. Sabine juts her head. She has amazing focus, like a superwoman with X-ray eyes. They're both so smart, but I'm smart. Pop said, I don't know why I'm thinking of him. Differences between Americans in history, ponders Ben. Technology, transportation, education, adds Sabine. More people are educated today. I want to contribute too, not to be lame. In my mind, I see the overlapping circles on the whiteboard. Like magic, the shared spaces shimmer. Turn the question around, I say. Inside out. What unites us? Instead of differences over time, what's similar? What's the same? Values, says Ben. Give me you're tired, you're poor, squeals Sabine. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The Bill of Rights, adds Ben. Voting rights, women, not just men. Not just white men, I say. Religious and political freedom, my father says. That's why people come to America. My mom came for a better life. I think she meant more money, only money got worse. And this time no one laughs. Ben types, I peck with my fingers. He's typing fast, hands stretched, racing. American principles, freedom, democracy, and justice for all withstand the test of time. History changes, relationships between Americans change. Like my family changed, Ben mutters, still typing. But America's ideals remain strong or adapt and get stronger. Who knew Ben could write so well? Ben just earned us an A, Sabine. Isn't that great? Not moving. Sabine stares at the computer screen. It's like the screen has her hypnotized. I'm an American. Of course you are. On 9/11, my family doesn't leave the house, not unless we have to. What are you talking about? Why wouldn't you leave the house? Her eyes start tearing up. Her shoulders shudder like the wings of a baby bird. Deja, for someone so smart, you're really dumb, snaps Ben. Why are you mad at me? I'm shocked. Ben's usually nothing but nice. I want to go home, sniffs Sabine. It's okay. It's okay. Ben pats Sabine's shoulders, then yells, Mom! What did you two do? Fierce, Dora rushes to hug Sabine. Lita and Ray, standing in the doorway, are covered in chocolate. Not fair, I think. They get chocolate, we get tears. We didn't do anything, says Ben. Just homework about the towers. Ben and his mom look at each other. They're saying something without saying it. Another secret, and I'm confused. Sabine wants to go home, says Ben. Dora guides her towards the door. It's all right, dear. Everything's all right. We'll call your mom. Here, Ray offers Sabine his spoon with chocolate goo. Sabine cries harder. Lita wails, shrugging, so Ray licks the spoon. Dora and Sabine leave, and I want to leave too. Ray bounces like a pinball. Chocolate stains appear on the wall, the bedspread, the desk. Ray, stop it. We scooped the bowl clean. You need to wash your hands and put down that spoon. I lift Lita, bouncing her on my hip. Shh, shh, I say like Dora. Let's stay here until Sabine leaves. I trust Ben. He knows something. He sits on the edge of his bed and falls backward, like something inside stunned him. Like Ben was Pop, Ray climbs onto the bed and massages his head. Ben doesn't seem to mind, even though he'll have to shower chocolate out of his hair and eyebrows. Lita on my lap, I sit before the computer. Lita bangs the keyboard typing nonsense words. I'm feeling less again, not smart, just dumb, like I'm missing a connection. Ben and Sabine know something I don't, like they knew about the cowboy in boots and underwear in Times Square. The doorbell rings. Ben and me don't get up and say goodbye. We just listen to murmurs. The two women are talking, one in English, another in Turkish. I hear Sabine say, "Thank you. I thank you. My mother thanks you." Ben's room feels too small. He stares at the ceiling. Lita is asleep in my arms. Ray's licked the spoon clean and he's tapping it on the windowsill. The tat-tat-tat is driving me crazy. "Come on, Ray, Lita, time to go home." I lift Lita and her head falls back. "I'll take her," says Dora. "Come on, Ray." She looks at me like she knows how disappointed I am. Like she knows kids get disappointed a lot. "I'll make a bag of snacks to take home." I bristle. Charity. Ben must have told her how we are poor. "Our brownies didn't bake," Ray says, pouting. "Ma used to make brownies. Ray doesn't know. He's too little to remember." "Thank you," I force myself to say. Snacks are nice. And with that, we're going to stop. And I want to ask you, what do you think it is that brought tears to Sabine's eyes when she mentioned that they don't go out on 9/11? All right. Think about that, and we'll talk about it together and come back and read more. Have a great day.